In this episode, this is your sign to make sure that your signs have correct spelling and grammar, unlike this Pizza Hut we're going to cover today.
And on the flip side, Charlotte the Stingray's pregnant. How did that happen? Did you guys know that strawberries aren't actually berries? And we give suggestions on what certain NBA teams should give LeBron James as a retirement gift. Mike, hit the music.
And welcome back to another episode of the Funny Business Podcast. I felt like I traveled back in time. I took out a bowl. I took out some tortilla chips. I put the tortilla chips in the bowl. I put the bowl of tortilla chips in the microwave. And you guessed it, I set that puppy for 25 seconds.
45 seconds.
No.
Oh.
Clearly, somebody didn't watch Salsa Saturdays back in the day.
No, I was in Salsa Saturdays.
You were in Salsa Saturdays. I had chips and salsa before I got on here. And of course, I was ready to talk to my best friend, my roommate for life, Mr. Matt Summers. Matt, how are you? How was your day of classes?
Day of classes?
Yeah, usually that's what I would ask you when you would see me all the time, being a roommate. Remember, I'd see you all the time.
We were roommates. That did happen. I'm pretty tired today. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's going on, but other than that, I'm feeling good, feeling funky, fresh, ready to chat it up with my best bud.
Lovely stuff. Have you checked for spiders lately?
Not since we had like a spider infestation a little while ago in the apartment.
Well, it's about to go down. I'm about to get super serious. So.
Okay.
Last week, we were just about to crawl into bed. And I said to myself, I'm going to go the same time. Because usually like Jenna goes very early in the night compared to me. So I was like, you know what? I'll save it. I'll go the same time. Matt, the lights were on. And get down in my jammies. Don't want to paint a picture for our funny business coworkers. But I don't wear that many jammies. I said, I think during the Would You Rather, I think I would come into work very inappropriate because I'd only wear boxers. And so I'm just about to go in, and Jenna and I are chit-chatting before we, things start to turn off the lights and all that good stuff.
Before
and
things get hot and heavy.
Well, things got a little hot and heavy because I noticed this little speck of black in our bed. Matt, there was a huge ass spider in our bed.
Was it on your pillow?
No, it was in on the mattress. Like Jenna was already in there and she goes, oh, no. And I'm like, holy shit.
Like the size of a penny?
I would say the size of a quarter.
Oh, wow. That's
Kid
big.
You not.
Damn.
It was. And it was just like playing the scenario of like, what would happen if like I went late or I went to bed late? Or like, you don't even just want to think about it. But I had that moment happen to me last week. And I know I didn't want to hold off of it until we had like a say what or anything like that. But holy crap, I feel energized. I felt energized. I was like, I kind of need to do like a couple laps around the house because my adrenaline just shot up. So, but yeah, spider in the bedroom. Be careful, everybody.
That's terrifying. At least it wasn't on your pillow though, because then, like, if it were me and when I put my head on my pillow, I'd be freaked out that like I could feel it like crawling on my head.
Oh, I think there's like a statistic out there that there's a certain percentage of like us eating like bugs or spiders when we fall asleep.
So there was a stat that it was like you eat like the average person eats like 7 spiders a year, which came out to be false. Like in their sleep. They eat 7 spiders a year. I think that's false. However, there's probably a good chance at some point there's something nasty happening at night. Well, sure, there's always something nasty happening at night. But
I'm looking at a Forbes magazine article. It was by a Quora contributor. It was posted on June 9th, 2016. It says that likely 0. Insects are not that stupid. They will not crawl into warm, moist, CO2 exhaling cave that is pretty obviously the entrance of something big and living. Granted, some insects like roaches do occasionally crawl into ears and get stuck, but it's very rare. The idea that we swallow a certain number of spiders every lifetime, year, night is just an urban legend.
See, and that's a stupid urban legend. Like, if it's gonna be like a fake tale, make it something cool. Not that we eat spiders. Like, who started that rumor? That's messed up.
Certainly, it was not due to unforeseen circumstances that occurred. But Matt, let me tell you, signs, not the signs that you get like a religious sign or the signs like the billboards, the signs that are out in the business.
I saw the sign.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to Ontario, Canada for this one, Matthew. Pizza Hut. When was the last time you were at a Pizza Hut?
It's been a little while. Actually, I think around Christmas time.
Nice.
We were at April's mom's house. I think she got Pizza Hut.
Can't out pizza the Hut.
That is correct. You cannot.
Well,
many people have tried.
Maybe you can in this certain scenario. So we are in Northern Ontario at a Pizza Hut. Matt, you go up. You're thinking to yourself, man, I'm gonna get breadsticks. Oh, I just thought of those breadsticks. Oh, they're so good. Red Lobster, Cheddar Bay biscuits. What other places have let's just say the good stuff as an appetizer?
Olive Garden breadsticks.
Okay.
Slap. Texas Roadhouse rolls with cinnamon butter.
All right.
Slap.
Let's say you're ready to eat those breadsticks.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk up to this Pizza Hut in Northern Ontario, and it says that the dining room is closed. The sign also said it is closed due to unforeseen circumcisions.
Excuse me. Good. I don't know.
So the pizzeria responded with humor, and obviously this went viral. So obviously people were taking pictures of it, sharing across the internet. Yeah. Due to unforeseen circumcisions, this Pizza Hut responded with humor. So good on their part, putting up a new sign on Facebook. And the new sign offered customers a discounted price for a regular priced medium or large pizza. And they put the emphasis on the offer in light of recent circumstances. And no tip required.
The no tip required thing is interesting. If I walked up to a Pizza Hut and saw that they were closed because of unforeseen circumcisions, that would maybe be like a top 3 day of my life.
Top 3 day?
Top 3.
No.
Just because you get to tweet that and just go viral. It'd be hysterical.
Maybe it was purposefully done.
What do you mean purposefully done?
Like it was done on purpose. Like, hey, how can we go viral? Oh, let's pretend. Because circumstances versus circumcisions, it's not like it's a 1 or 2 letter mix up here or even a verbal articulation. Yeah, that's a big word for Elmo. An articulation from that. Like that, I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of a falseness to this thing.
It could be. For some reason, when you said purposely, I thought you meant tastefully. I was like, how do you do that tastefully?
How do you do circumcisions tastefully?
At Pizza Hut with a pizza cutter? It could be on purpose. I mean, Burger King UK did wrongfully tweet out women belong in the kitchen. That was a wild time. So you never know. I mean, they say any press is good press. I just would rather not think of circumcisions when I'm eating a Pizza Hut pizza. How
do you think the Pizza Hut responded? Not the big brand itself, but just this sign specifically. They gave everybody an offer, discounted price for a regular price or medium large pizza, and then put the emphasis in light of recent circumstances and no tip required.
I don't know. I don't think it's a little unnecessary. It's not like it was just a mistake, or we think it was a mistake. Who knows? I think it's just something you got to get past and just move on to the next day. But whatever, if they want to feel like they have to make it right, they can make it right. I don't see a huge need to try to make up for the mistake. I think a lot of people got a lot of laughs out of it, and mistakes happen.
Well, Matt, I decided to scour the internet and look for other sign fails that will make you laugh. And Matt, we're going to review these. These are from cheeseburger.com. Very reputable site.
Yeah, actually one of the well-known sourced websites in modern day history.
And cheese is spelled CHEEZ, burger.com. So,
even better.
Matt, the first one. It's a for sale sign. Guess what's for sale? Used cows.
So that's technically not wrong because every cow is used, whether it's, not steak, but milk.
that's end of production line. It's a used state.
It's a used cow. It's missing a leg.
So that's a fail for this one. Used cows for sale.
That's a big fail.
Okay, Matt. This next one. Have you recently bought a frame, like a picture frame, before?
Before, yeah, not recently.
Okay, yeah, sure. Matt, there's this one that's a frame where it is written at the bottom. There's some blue flowers, and it says cousins on the bottom. Mm-hmm. But the stock photo, those stock photos that come in of like, it shows like it's
people.
Right, it's 4x6. Matt, a married couple is in this cousins frame.
Nice. Was this a Target in Alabama?
No, it was not. Moving on to number 3, Matt, gas stations. Always lovely, good signs, right?
Yeah.
All right. Big white sign at the very top. Very slim sign, too. On both ends is the Pepsi logo. But then in between the Pepsi logos writes diesel fried chicken.
That sounds dangerous.
It does.
Kind of tempting.
You know what they call bats?
What?
Chicken of the cave.
Yeah. You could probably get somebody that'd be convinced to try like diesel fried chicken.
Diesel fried chicken. That'd probably kill you.
I understand, but not if someone didn't know what diesel was and you offered them diesel fried chicken, that sounds kind of appetizing.
Sounds like probably the sauce is like a viscosity of diesel.
Like molasses.
Yeah, like a molasses. Oh, good idea, Matt. $1 million idea.
Listen, I got tons of them.
Keep them coming. All right, Matt. This one, I believe, is next to a body of water. Not sure if it is a pool or beach or a pond. And it's coming from Minnesota. It says, and it's a marquee, so it's those letters that like you have to manually put together. It reads in the order you're supposed to read it. Swimming notice. Minnesota state law strictly prohibits underwater smoking.
That sucks for any chain smokers in Bikini Bottom. That's unfortunate. No fires underwater. That also sucks. Now, does that include like vaping? You take your vape underwater?
Oh, I'm not from Minnesota, so I don't know.
You gotta let the 14-year-olds know if they can vape underwater or not.
Matt, at number 5, another marquee. The sign reads, which I'm assuming is from sort of let's just say a septic tank company. It said on the marquee, first line, septic tanks pumped. Second line, swimming pools filled. And then there's a line at the bottom that says, not same truck.
Well, they cleaned it up, not the same truck. Yeah, they probably got to the second line. They're like, wait, that looks weird. Then they had to add a third one. Cover their asses.
Wait, we got to make sure it's not the same truck. All right, Matt, number 6. Looks like it is a fine arts performance center. The fine and performing arts, that's a word? Yeah.
I have a headache.
So Matt, horizontally going, it says fine, and then vertically, perpendicular, it says arts. But Matt, it looks like it says farts vertically.
That's a good one. That's one that's just like kind of innocent. That gives you a good chuckle.
And then the 12-year-old's like, it says farts. Matt, number 7, the yellow store has a little A-frame sign standing out of its business. It says clean staff, friendly restroom.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I think it's meant to say clean, staff friendly, and restroom.
Well, I would like the staff to be clean. I hope people are clean. And I would like a friendly restroom. I don't want to walk into a restroom where like the light's blinking, the hot water doesn't turn on, and the door to the stall doesn't close properly. I would like to walk into a friendly restroom, having some privacy, maybe a little some reading material for the toilet. At the place I used to work at, the stall, they used to have a box like right to the right, of like ESPN old like sports stats cards that you could play like trivia.
And number 8, a state Department of Transportation sign. Those big, nice white signs that you see. Mm-hmm. It reads, entrance only, do not enter.
Yeah, that one's tough to come back from, because do you enter, do you not? It's like choose your own adventure.
What would you do?
It's a great question. I would enter because that's the first thing they told me to do. So if I see entrance only and I'm trying to enter it, I'm like, oh, okay, I can enter. I don't have to read the rest.
Okay. I would enter.
Mhm.
All right, Matt, number 9. We're looking at Gary's weather forecast.
Oh no.
You know how he does it? Gary's weather forecasting stone. So there's a key that's on the sign, and right in front of it, it's a rock that's hanging in front of it. So the condition, stone is wet. The forecast, rain. The condition, stone is dry. Forecast, not raining. The condition, shadow on ground. Forecast is sunny. The condition, white on top. The forecast is snowing. The condition, can't see stone. The forecast is foggy. The condition, swinging stone. The forecast is windy. The condition, stone jumping up and down. The forecast is an earthquake.
Mhm.
And finally, the condition, stone gone. The forecast, tornado.
That's genius, and probably how like every weather forecast person in the world gets their information. Because that is the one job you can do, and you don't have to be correct at what you predict.
Or a podcast host.
No, we're correct about everything we say.
We are right about everything.
Yes, funny business science.
Funny business science. All right, Matt, this one's a little suspicious here, a little sus. You go in the bathroom, you look at the sign, it says, employees must wash hands. But the wash hands are in quotation marks.
So technically, you could just like rinse your hands.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah,
I would assume.
that's very vague because you would hope they use soap and actually, sing "Happy Birthday," wash their hands. With the quotation marks, it's kind of a little vague. You can just kind of do whatever you feel like,
You think they only sing happy birthday once?
or like halfway.
Halfway.
They speed through it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
All right, Matt, we're going to the grocery store for this one. Matt, you go to produce, get a fruit. Matt, for 78 cents, you can get a long yellow things.
Long yellow things.
Yep, long yellow things.
I love long yellow things.
78 cents a pound.
That's a steal.
Yes.
Yeah. For a thing you don't even know what it is, 78 cents a pound. Sign me up.
So above the sign is bananas.
Yeah, that's what I assumed it was.
Yeah. Matt, this one, another banana one. It's 69 cents a pound.
Nice.
It's Pigs' Prices, boneless bananas.
That's good advertising because I
Yeah.
would like to hope that there's no bones in my bananas. People should do that more often. One, it gets a chuckle, but also, like, I would be more inclined to buy bananas knowing 100% that there's no bones in there.
100% boneless. All right, Matt, I think you'll enjoy this one. At number 14, it's a sign outside a restaurant. Again, it's a marquee, and it reads, voted best burger in town by some guy who likes burgers.
Yeah, listen. Whose food opinion would you trust more? Gordon Ramsay or like a 325, 50-year-old male who works in like, what does he do for a living?
Mechanic.
A mechanic. Yeah, mechanic. From like New York, thick accent. That guy knows food.
Yeah.
Not Gordon Ramsay, not Guy Fieri, the fat mechanic.
Had a burger this past weekend.
He's got oil stains all on every t-shirt he owns.
He's got a handkerchief in the back.
His hands are black from working all day long.
All right. At number 15, Matt, you know those good sales? A garage sale.
Mm-hmm.
But garage is spelled Groj.
Garage.
Garage.
Wait, that actually sounds like garage. That's incredible. How do we not notice that before?
I will say the sign is small, so I can understand why they tried finding a way to be creative, but
That's
garage
genius.
sale.
That guy needs to have a career in marketing.
So Matt, at number 16, it is an old picture, something from Sears, Roebuck and Company in Chicago, Illinois, from Soul Agents. It's bust, cream, or food.
That just made me cough. Excuse me?
Yeah, bust, cream, or food. Unrivaled for enlargement of the bust.
I don't even know how to react to that.
Bust, cream, of
Like Boston
food.
cream? It's
This
Boston cream
is-
donut.
Oh, True West Magazine. Hold up, everybody. What is it? What is this?
Does it have anything to do with Boston cream?
No. Okay. Reported by True West Magazine by Jenna Bummersbach. This is a 2017 article. So it reads, we think of the late 1800s as a time of Victorian refinement with sensitivities to so severe, one of them used the term limb rather than the vulgar leg. So it's surprising that bust, cream, or food and the Princess Bust developer were popular. Say what? And yes, and the products were advertised with this guaranteed. will enlarge any lady's bust from 2 to 3 inches. Here is the oh so proper pitch. If natural was not favored you with that greatest charm, a symmetrically rounded torso, full and perfect, send the Princess Bust developer and you'll be pleased over the result of a few weeks' use. The bust cream or food was touted as unrivaled for enlargement. It is a delightful cream preparation put up by an eminent French chemist and forms just the right food required for the starved skin and wasted tissues. The ingredients are mainly pure vegetable oils, perfectly harmless, combined in a way to form the finest nourishment for the bust glads. It is delicately performed and is applied as a massage.
Wow.
At the time, it was sold for $1.46.
I think we just found gold. We should buy some.
No.
I think we should review it on the podcast.
Moved on to the next one.
Okay.
So it is a brick wall. There's a sign, and it says Bill Posters will be prosecuted. And there's a sign below. It says Bill Posters is an innocent man.
Oh no. Poor Bill.
Bill.
Posters would be a terrible last name.
Oh man. All right. 18. Safety notice. Please do not board the bus once the driver has closed the bus doors.
That's a good notice. Yeah. Well, you don't want people breaking the window trying to get in.
And then the last two, one is a homemade sign. And literally, they're selling apple butter. And they do homemade, but instead of home, H-O-M-E, it's homemade, H-O-M-A-T.
Oh, nice. Well, listen, everybody's got to get work. Everybody's got to have a job.
Oh, man. And then the last one, if it's in stock, we have it.
That's also good advertising.
Right.
A lot of times it says it's in stock, but they don't have it.
Those are all the crazy signs. If you find a sign, let us know in the comments below.
We wanted to share something that has become essential to those days after a long, exhausting night, LiquidIV's hydration multiplier.
It's amazing how huge a difference it makes. LiquidIV helps us feel more energized and refreshed throughout the day. With one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and a 2 times faster hydration formula than plain water.
We both love the flavors. Yuzu pineapple and passion fruit are our top picks. They make staying hydrated a truly enjoyable experience.
What's even better is that LiquidIV is committed to giving back to communities in need worldwide by providing clean and abundant water. They've already donated over 39 servings in 50 plus countries around the world.
And we have a special treat if you want to try LiquidIV. Head over to liquidiv.com and use the code FUNNYBUSINESS at checkout to get a 20% discount on your entire purchase.
So shop better hydration today with promo code FUNNYBUSINESS. All one word, FUNNYBUSINESS at liquidiv.com at checkout.
Remember to stay hydrated and healthy and give LiquidIV a try. It's worth it. And we will slide on into the second half of the show with some dude that's f***ing crazy. All right, first one. Mike, this has kind of been in the news recently.
I don't watch the news.
It's a pretty big news story. But the craziest part is, Mike, have you heard of Charlotte the Stingray?
Why have I heard that before?
So she is one of the biggest stories in the world right now.
Okay.
She is a stingray in downtown Hendersonville in North Carolina. She's pregnant.
The stingray.
The stingray is pregnant.
Okay.
What's crazy about it, Mike, there has not been a male stingray in her tank for 8 years.
Wait. Well, before we go into this, dude, that's crazy. Is she asexual?
That it not this species.
Okay.
This species has never been known to be asexual and to have kids on its own.
Okay.
This species of stingray has only gotten pregnant by a male stingray. The problem is she's been by herself without males for 8 years, and everybody is trying to figure out how this stingray is pregnant.
This is it's gonna be a little weird in North Carolina when they start doing DNA tests on these. I'm saying it's a human.
You think it's a human?
I totally think.
I don't. I hope not.
That a man a stingray.
I hope not. That would be terrifying. You know what? The best case scenario. Well, there's 2 best case scenarios.
Okay.
One, she is the stingray version of Mother Mary, and this could be like baby Jesus in stingray form. Now, that's probably scenario number 1. Scenario number 2, we're gonna get like, and you kind of alluded to this with like the disgusting human stingray baby. We get like a shark ray.
Oh,
Like a shark.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
What about an octo ray? An octopus and a stingray.
Could you imagine if it was an octopus and then their tentacles had like stung? Oh man, I can't make that joke. I actually can't make that joke.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say it, but can you please promise you'll probably bleep it out?
Yeah, well, you already did, dude. That's crazy, Signs. I have to bleep this out anyway.
Right.
So go
All
ahead.
right, so this is like true. How do I want to phrase this? Even though no one listening is gonna hear this. Offspring.
What the hell?
I'm just saying it would be electric.
I'm keeping it at that. I'm not.
Yeah, we're not going to react to that. Yeah, but like this is insane. They don't know how Charlotte's pregnant.
I have a really sick feeling that a human did it.
I don't think a human would do it.
Or do you think?
I don't think a human can because of the sting, the stinger.
Right.
With the tail,
it could
whatever
be
it's called.
Artificially. Oh God, we're getting we're getting logical here. It could be. What did I say? Term? No.
You said artificially.
Artificially impregnate.
Yeah, but
the stingray.
Right, but they didn't.
Someone had to.
They don't know how she's pregnant.
Yeah, but something had to have, unless it was the reincarnate of the Virgin Mary.
It could. Listen, it could be. We don't know.
How come I've not heard this?
I don't know. It's all over the internet. She has not given birth yet. As many as 4 pups in the next 2 weeks.
And here comes me. Matt, everyone's an idiot and only smart people are willing to admit it.
Dude, that is crazy. Yeah, because if you're a true idiot, you don't know you're an idiot. Or maybe you do, but you don't care. But then if you do admit you're an idiot, then you are smart.
So I'm coming out today to say I am an idiot.
I am also an idiot. That was smart thinking. I wouldn't have thought to do that.
There you go.
Means I'm not smart. My last one. This is actually very crazy.
Okay.
Like, you know what a strawberry is?
It's a fruit.
Correct. You know what a banana is?
It's a fruit.
Do you know that a strawberry is not a berry and a banana is a berry? And
strawberry is not a berry.
Strawberry is not a berry.
But a banana is a berry.
Banana is a berry because strawberry seeds are on the outside. Banana seeds are on the inside. So technically, banana is a berry. Strawberry is not.
Dude, that's I tried again.
Excuse me.
That's crazy. So it's been a long day.
Hand up. I thought when you hit the button, I didn't think you actually said the word. That really threw me off.
So it's on my GoXLR. There's the sensor, which is this, but then in the top left is my mute button on my microphone. So when I went, dude, that's crazy, I hit my mute button, and see, I muted myself. I hit my mute button instead of my sensor button. So.
But you didn't mute yourself. You just said the word still.
No, I didn't.
No, Mike, I heard you say the word.
Okay.
That's what threw me off.
All right. So what do we call a strawberry, Matthew?
I don't know. I think it's just a fruit.
A straw fruit.
Straw fruit. Yeah. Sounds like star fruit. Well,
what about
a
straw?
Straw is the thing you drink out of.
Well, lead. Lead is a metal, and then lead is also your leading. So straw.
Yeah, but that's lead and lead.
No, lead. Past tense lead. I led this group of people.
But isn't lead like the metal is spelled Lead? Or am I incorrect on that?
Oh, I'm moving on.
Okay.
I'm tired. All right, Matt. My God, so help me. All right. Wow. Speaking of Matt, it's unfathomably easy to ruin your entire life.
Dude, that is crazy. Yeah, that's very true.
One shoplift, one holding on the Mary Jane in some states, one car crash, one bad decision could ultimately ruin your entire life. That's nuts.
One bourbon, one scotch,
one
one beer,
one whiskey.
You could, if you choose chose to, you could ruin your life at any point.
Which like is kind of sad because I don't know. I feel like if people were given a better chance to not ruin their life, I think the world would be a better place. But yeah, it's pretty yeah.
That's why we have free will.
Yeah, to ruin your life.
Yes. And moving on, we will end the show with a interesting twist on Take It. So, Mike, NBA All-Star was this past weekend, and it was a thing. It happened. Lot of negativity around the weekend revolving the slam dunk contest, 3-point contest, the game. A lot of people taking digs at women's basketball, which was weird. Regardless, I feel like something that went under the what's the saying?
Under the radar?
Under the radar, which we talked about, was LeBron said he was 50-50 on if he wants a retirement tour. And to credit PFD commenter of Virtual Sports, said that LeBron probably is 50-50, 50% that he wants it and 50% that he needs it. We can both agree he's absolutely going to do a retirement tour.
He should.
Yeah, he should, but also it's LeBron. Like, he's going to.
Right.
Yeah. So for Take It today, we are going to, so for those that don't know, retirement tour, it's basically you announce this is your final season. And then when you go visit a team for the final time, play your final away game in that city, it's customary for the team to give said player a gift. We've seen it with Kobe. We've seen it with Derek Jeter. We've seen it with Miguel Cabrera, the Detroit Tigers. So a lot of teams are probably going to give LeBron gifts, but there's also some teams that could give some interesting gifts. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do is we have picked 10 NBA teams that LeBron has either played for or has rivalries against, and we are going to give suggestions on what this team should give LeBron for his retirement gift. They can be serious, they could be fake, they could be funny. I have a majority of both. So let's dive into it. We have 10. Let's start with the teams he's played for. And we will start with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mike, do you have any gifts that the Cavaliers should give LeBron?
So, for the most part, I too was kind of reflecting on like the season that Kobe had, the season that Derek Jeter had in terms of gifts. And I think it is only fitting, and I know this sounds a little fanboy to me, but it only seems reasonable that the Cleveland Cavaliers dedicate a statue outside the arena for LeBron James. They always say the kid from Akron, Ohio, most of his upbringing was in Ohio. I think he still has his I Promise school that's in Ohio. Mm-hmm. I think giving that is something that I think we will see eventually. But how cool would it be if like that would be the gift? Like usually statues take quite a bit, but like what would imagine him playing for the Lakers in his final farewell tour. And that's the gift that they give him, is the statue outside the arena. So that was my pick.
That is also what I had. I had a statue. Okay. I think it makes the most sense. I mean, best player, brought him a championship. They would be nothing. There might not be. Think about this. The Cavaliers might not exist in Cleveland without LeBron James, because they've really done nothing since.
Yeah.
They're good this year, but if they'd never had LeBron, who knows what their future looks like.
Yeah.
I also had part ownership, because he does want to get into ownership of a team, as well as a future one-day contract to officially retire as Cavalier. Next up, the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. What'd you pick?
I struggled with this one. So I have a fake funny one. So LeBron always says he would want to play in the NFL. So the Miami Heat are going to present him with a 1-year contract to play for the Miami Dolphins.
What?
Yeah.
Was this your out-of-pocket one?
No. Oh, you just wait for that one.
Oh, no.
It's not even close. Yeah, he could go play tight end for the Dolphins. Think about it. The media press, the money, the jersey sales. Could you imagine LeBron James Miami Dolphins football jersey? They could use it. They don't have a great tight end. It's a good fit.
Oh, boy. Well, I had something that probably makes sense.
A statue.
So back in December 6th of 2010, the Miami Heat were playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. And there was a moment where Dwayne Wade threw up an alley-oop to LeBron James. And in picture fashion, I wish I gave the credit to where the photographer, but Dwayne Wade is holding his hands out and LeBron's going for the dunk. D Wade's not even seeing the alley-oop. I was thinking of just having like a picture blown up of that moment happening for that type of gift. Because again, not only LeBron and D Wade, not only they were teammates, I almost said partners, teammates, they're friends. And I feel like that is a strong connection to, you know, the Miami Heat relationship between Dwayne Wade and LeBron.
That's a reasonable one.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Dolphins contract. The Los Angeles Lakers, what do you have?
Easiest one I came up with was back in February 8th, 2023. LeBron James broke the all-time scoring record, beating Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, getting the court floor, which was probably around the foul line, but getting the court floor where LeBron made his final shot. And probably somewhere like get the game ball, get the net. That would be his gift. But I'm sure if he retires through LA, like I'm sure it'll be much more lavish than just that.
Yeah, that's a good one. So I'm not gonna lie, my rest of my suggestions the rest of the way are all not real. So the first one for the Lakers is to make him GM, and GM James becomes a thing. Second one is a lifetime seat next to Jack Nicklaus at every game.
He's always
Jack
there.
Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson,
not Nicholas.
Yeah, sorry,
Nicholson.
I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah, he's always there, always.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Next up, let's get into some of his rival teams, the Boston Celtics. For this one, I went Michael Scott style.
Okay.
And they would give him a rock with a piece of paper taped to it that says "suck it," because they don't really like LeBron too much. Also, this would be electric to do in the stadium. You bring out Maury Povich and you announce that Delonte West is LeBron's dad.
Oh, God.
For those that don't know, it was rumored that Delonte West had a relationship with LeBron's mom at one point. I don't know if that was ever confirmed or not. Twitter would explode.
That's yeah.
And that's not my out-of-pocket one, by the way.
Oh, gosh. Mine was a picture and autographed by the big three, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Rajon Rondo, that beat him in the 2010 Eastern Conference Championship. That basically broke him as a Cleveland Cavalier.
Nice. I like that. I also like you didn't include Ray Allen in that.
You know, okay.
Because Ray Allen won him a finals.
Right. I did probably a little bit more research than I usually do during a podcast, and saw all these articles of like why Ray Allen broke up with the big three. And like, I didn't want to dig too deep into that, but I was like, oh yeah. I was like, what did they call, like, I wanted to make sure. I was like, what did they call the big three in the Boston Celtics? And it was just those three. I'm like, wait, Ray Allen was a huge part of that. And then all those articles came out.
Yeah,
so.
they've supposedly squashed the beef, but KG was very upset that Ray Allen went to Miami. Next up, a team that he's beaten and lost to in the finals, the San Antonio Spurs.
So a cool visual art of the Spurs smoking the Cavs in 2007. But like, if he like shakes the picture or like shakes the art, it shows that LeBron winning as the Miami Heat in 2013.
Okay, that's not bad. Mine was a pet horse named Kawhi. Because if I remember correctly, the year they lost to Kawhi, the finals was his last year, or one of his last years.
Where Kawhi was the MVP?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, that was his last year.
That was his last year, so that's a good parting gift because that kind of like ended the Miami Heat run. The Golden State Warriors. For this one, if NBA fans would remember, when the Cavs came back from a 3-1, the Cavs had a huge party. Mike, do you remember? I don't remember if it was a cake or something, but it was like a graveyard that said 3-1 that the Cavs were celebrating with when they beat the Warriors and came back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I forget exactly what it was, but there's some reference to the Cavs beating the Warriors when losing 3-1. So to retaliate, the Warriors bring out this giant cake that says Warriors Championships 3, Cavaliers Championships 1. Also, it would be funny, I just thought of this off the fly, the photo when Draymond kicked LeBron to get that autographed by Draymond. Give it to him. That'd be sick. Draymond would do that himself.
Probably. I was nice for the Warriors. Given the backboard that LeBron made the game-saving block in the 2016 NBA Finals.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
I was like, first thing came to mind, I was like, okay, well, blocked by by James. And yeah, it's the backboard.
You could also do an autographed Anderson Varejao Warriors jersey because he played for both teams.
Yeah.
The Toronto Raptors. So for those wondering why the Toronto Raptors, the Toronto Raptors, LeBron kicked the shit out of them in the playoffs almost every year. I think his record against the Raptors is like 16-1 all time or something like crazy like that. So what would the Toronto Raptors give LeBron?
I was unhinged with this one.
Oh, me too.
I want it. So I did a little research. People say that LeBron's best game was the 2018 Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 2. LeBron had 43 points, 8 rebounds, and 14 assists. So I want an autographed sweater that was red, white, and blue that Drake wore in front of courtside when that occurred.
Okay, I like that.
So when I was watching the highlights, I was like going back and forth. I was like, is Drake courtside? Drake, I'm like, yes, there he is. I was like, what is he wearing?
I also have one that involves Drake.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you know that photo of the guy, Mike, with really large, you know what I'm talking about?
Are we talking about what happened recently?
You know what photo I'm talking about?
Kind of.
The you know when someone sends you something and it pops up at the end of the video and it's this very large man with a very large. It's that photo, but it's Drake, and it's signed. Also, it's an anti-green card for Raptors home games, so people have to have a green or like a passport to travel to Canada. This bans LeBron James from ever coming back to a Raptors home game. Really, just cut the curse off right then and there. We have 3 more teams. We'll go with the Chicago Bulls, a team he's beaten in the playoffs often. I had 2. I had a GOAT named Michael and a weekend getaway in Vegas with Dennis Rodman. That would be electric.
I went pretty simple here, but I'll put it on your GOAT, a Michael Jordan jersey signed by Michael Jordan.
That would be cool. Do you think Dennis Rodman's like a top 5 person to go to Vegas with?
I think he's up there.
He's got to be up there.
I mean, I don't have a record of him being that, but okay.
I mean, he was in Vegas all the time.
Yeah, well, no, but like you really didn't see. He used to go to Vegas at the time in which social media wasn't a huge thing. Like I would think like 2023, if he just went to Vegas and like, oh my gosh, the videos circulated would be like nuts. But anyhow,
I'd be insane.
Oh,
the Dallas Mavericks. What do you have?
I have a piece of art that has the quote, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, and so on. The context beyond that was LeBron James entered the Miami Heat with Chris Bosh and D Wade. And, you know, they're expecting to make this playoff run, championship run. And they had a parade dedicated to the 3. And LeBron said, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. First season they had as Miami Heat, Dallas Mavericks won.
Was the beginning of it all. Sticking with the Texas theme and the pet themed, another pet horse, but this one's named Dirk. Yeah. I think it's very fitting. And the final one, we have the New York Knicks, and my gift from the New York Knicks to LeBron James is a bill of all of the expenses the Knicks paid on marketing trying to get LeBron to play for the New York Knicks. Because they probably spent millions on this dude to try to get him to come to New York, and he never did.
What if? Could you imagine that?
He said that a few weeks ago. He's like, I could still see myself playing for the Knicks one day. It's like, what? Why are you doing this to them? Don't give them hope.
Spending more money, that's why.
Yeah, correct.
This was the hardest one I had. Obviously, I knew about that once you mentioned it, but all I said was one of Walt Frazier's suits because I didn't know what else.
That's not a bad. That's a good gift.
It's a good gift.
Yeah.
Walt Frazier is very known for his, let's just say, flamboyant, or let's just say artistic suits because he's a courtside announcer. So, courtside analyst. So he wears these really, really cool suits that like you kind of wear as a joke. Or like on a very, very special occasion, but Walt wears them all the time. So
it'll also be cool because Mike Brain also calls games for the Knicks. If you just got him like it looks like a little Staples button that you just press and goes bang. Actually, that'd be a good gift from the Heat. If you press it, it's back at the Allen, his 3-pointer, bang,
Bang! I wanted something from that, like that moment. And I was like, is it a Spurs? Is it a Heat gift? Like, but I could not figure that out. But I thought I was pretty good with my choices up there.
If you have another gift that a team should give LeBron, let us know. Also, this might be the first time we talked about something on the podcast that literally no one has ever done. Literally no one. So credit to us. If you see people online talking about LeBron retirement gifts, tag us, because we did it first. We started this.
And if he decides to make his farewell tour and one of these gifts is presented to him,
yes,
we get 50% of the profit.
Yeah, actually, whenever the Cavs, because he's definitely getting the statue in Cleveland, we should put I want funny business in engraved in the statue somehow.
Just chisel it.
Yes, yeah. Dan Gilbert, just tag, give us credit, something, somehow, make it happen.
Something. Oh boy. Well, Matt, the best gift that anybody can give us is a follow or listening to the end of this episode. And thank you to all who did. You are a very special gift to us. But if you want to give us more gifts, shower us with more love, either buy our merch or you can follow us on social media. You can do all that at beacons.ai/funnybusinesspod. Mr. Matthew.
Yes.
What is your advice for the good people, the coworkers of the funny business world?
So this can relate to our social media posts, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, but any posts, if you have people you follow that they're trying to build a community, make sure to comment on those posts. It helps bring awareness and more views to the post, but also, when people see some comments, they'll chime in, and it really brings a whole community together. So, I think a lot of times we just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Drop a comment, even if it's just like a funny video, you just want to make a random comment, but put a comment. It broadens their reach, and it just helps them out.
Best comment to do first.
Yes. I don't think we've ever had anyone comment first on our video.
We did, actually.
Did we?
Yeah.
Nice.
I remember that. I was like, wow, I feel like a YouTuber now.
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah. So, continue to comment, like, share, subscribe, and just keep it on. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.